going to dance on until that song started playing, and then I was like, I don't know how to dance to this one. Yeah. All right, so we're wrapping up Horizons. Everybody, yes! Joel, couple highlights.
A couple of highlights. Boy, there's so many, but I would say highlights for me were how inspired I was by the courageous stances of people like Abigail Disney and Nicole Hannah-Jones. Also, I was inspired just by the power of this network and its potential to make the change that we need to get to the North Star that we defined. How about for you, Kat?
I would say a couple things. I think first, and I hope people agree with this, but it's the conversations that happen in the hallways, the community, the connection with people. That's a highlight for me. And then today I stepped into a panel on Gen Z, and it was riveting. I mean, it was an urgent conversation. We were exploring what's ahead in the future. So I think just this special, content and the lean-in moments.
Excellent, excellent. Well, really appreciate those folks who are still here. This is a pretty big room for an end of a conference, so thank you. And before we get into the last part of our programming, we have the honor of presenting the winner of our first pitch competition, which, yes, bring it. 6 amazing finalists presented earlier today with innovative ideas around the theme of investing in human potential. So I also want to invite our judges to come up and have you applaud when they do all join me on the stage at once. Let's bring them out. Alex Chen from Kport Capital, Smitha Das from World Education Services, and is Shabri Raja from our JFF Ventures team here still? If she is, come on up.
All right, hello judges. So our judges deliberated and have selected a winner. Taking home the $10,000 prize is, and I'm asking for a drum roll, everybody. Drum roll. Okay, Flick Shop VR, Jessica Snow.
Jessica, congratulations. Would you like to just say a brief word about how you're feeling? Yes.
I am feeling so many things. First, I want to acknowledge the 5 founders that I was privileged to share the floor with yesterday. I encourage you, if you haven't, to go to the JFF website and look at the organizations they have started and the communities they're so passionately serving. I also want to echo my intro to the pitch yesterday that at Flickshop, we believe the greatest untapped human potential lies inside the walls of our nation's prisons. And as Mr. Terrell Blunt, thank you. As Mr. Terrell Blunt stated so beautifully yesterday, the level of ingenuity and innovation inside those walls will exceed any expectation you may have. And so as a justice-impacted woman, I am so humbled to stand here right now. And I truly believe that our tool, Flickshop VR, which is virtual simulations of the 3 primary barriers in reentry: housing, employment, establishing a loan, especially for transportation. I believe access to navigating these scenarios before release will make a huge impact. So thank you all for honoring my story, and to JFF for investing in us so we can in turn invest in the population, the community, the people that we hold so dear. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. All right, everybody. I promise I'm not checking my email. I have to have a little cheat sheet here. But thank you all for bringing the love at the end of the day. We can feel it up here, and it's really special. Okay, so we're going to spend our last few moments of Horizons, as the name of the event implies, engaging with 2 impressive groups to help us look ahead.
Yeah, Kat, we always, as you know, we appreciate bringing Horizons to the great city of New Orleans. A hand for New Orleans.
Yes.
So in a few minutes, we'll have the privilege of hearing from members of the New Orleans-based organization Resilience Force. You heard about them from Saket Soni yesterday, and how he and his team work with community advocates and forward-thinking leaders in the public and private sectors to rewrite the rules of disaster recovery to be more effective and equitable.
But first, I hope that folks had a chance to meet and connect with our Horizons ambassadors over these last 2 days. Did you get to know them a little bit? Yes. These are several early talent contributors to Horizons who all helped us look ahead to the future that they're inheriting. And they have every right to expect that we're all working to improve our education and workforce systems to be as effective and equitable as possible in the decades ahead.
So we're going to invite them to join us for an efficient exercise that serves as kind of a pulse check to gauge their perspectives on key issues in the Learn to Earn ecosystem as we all look ahead. So we're going to hear from them as ambassadors of their generation. We'll ask them several questions on the state of our education and workforce systems and hear the spectrum of their opinions. So please welcome our Horizon ambassadors.
All right. Hello, ambassadors. This is a super fun exercise. Okay, we're going to get into it. We're going to ask a question, and the ambassadors will move to identify if they strongly disagree, strongly agree, or are somewhere in the middle. You ready? Okay. Question 1. My generation has better career opportunities than our parents' generation. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, we have a lot of strongly agrees and one kind of strongly disagree. All right, Alex, why don't we start with you? Why are you where you are and disagree?
I'm on the disagree side because I think the value of a degree in higher education has gone down as there's just so many people with degrees, which means that like the average person exiting higher education may be earning less than someone who went to trade school to become an engineer of some sort or an electrician. So I think overall, a lot of the opportunity that older generations had has gone away in a sense.
Thanks, Alex. Okay, Tony, I'm going to come over to you since you're in front. Why are you where you are?
I'm over onto the agree side because I feel like our opportunities are more readily available to us. There's a varied range and wide range of opportunities allowed and that we have access to. So I believe that I'm at a better point in my life than my mom is currently, where it would have been if she was my age.
All right, let's reset.
Thank you.
Let's reset. Question number 2. Climate change will be under control in my lifetime. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa. Okay, we have some differing opinions here, a little bit of different spectrum. So, Zanetta, I'm going to come over to you and see why you're standing where you are.
One of my certifications for my degree is in environmental stewardship of indigenous lands. And as an indigenous woman, the implications that happen on the reservation as well as other places in the United States, we don't have running water. We constantly are putting different pipelines and stuff through the reservations in different areas. So as much as there are initiatives, and I think that is amazing, it's not going to be fixed in my lifetime.
Thank you. Why don't we do two quick ones here? Alex, I think you have a point of view about this one.
Definitely. I think, younger generation, I think will be the ones to eventually, start moving the ball forward. But whether it be, drought in California or fires across the country, stuff is getting worse and there's not enough action or investment to actually see these changes come to fruition.
Thanks. And then I have to come over to Tony again, just to sample the extremes.
Well, I'm an optimist for my generation. I believe that people are becoming more aware of their position in the world and how we're truly affecting it. And now that they're becoming aware of it, they're trying to save it. The initiatives and programs that are being put in place currently, I think is actually going to benefit us in the future.
Okay, shall we
All
reset?
right, let's reset.
Okay.
Question number 3. College is the best way to the middle class. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Dayanara. we haven't heard from you yet, and you're standing at the extreme. Why are you there?
So I've seen throughout this whole conference that we have been focused on skill-based hiring, and a lot of times we are shifting from only looking at degrees and only looking at what school you're coming from and coming from maybe a vocation, coming from a trade, and I think that's where we're going in the future, and coming away from just schools and four-year colleges. I think you can be anything you want to be. You can be successful in how you define that without a four-year college. And yeah.
Thank you. Why don't you hand it off to Zanetta?
The reason why I'm strongly disagree on this question is because I think the way our society and nation is set up, the best way to the middle class is to come from a place of generational wealth.
Okay. Thank you. All right, well, I have to do the extreme here, and then we'll go to the next. Okay.
I feel like a contrarian here. Personally, my father is a community college professor, and having gone to classes with him pretty much my entire life, I've seen the power of higher education in giving opportunity to people from, 16-year-olds who are going to community college instead of, going through high school, to 60, 70-year-olds who are going to, start a new chapter of their lives. So I think, really we see the power of higher education, and I agree with Zanetta, there is a staunch difference on where your starting point is, but I do think overall higher education is and data kind of backs it, the easiest way to access the middle class.
Thank you. All right.
Okay, reset. All right. Our next question. I have a clear idea of what I want to do as a career. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh, okay. I just want to, first of all, we'll go Dayanara, and then we're going to hear from two folks we haven't heard from yet. So.
I don't know what I want to do. I think I came in thinking I wanted to be in the private sector of finance. However, coming here, I've seen there's so many other ways I can impact this society. I don't think there's a linear way to the career you want. But there's so many doors, so many windows, so many things you can step into so you can achieve that impact you want to make. And I think it's endless, the opportunity. So right now, that might change, and I'm really happy for that.
Sierra, why are you standing where you are?
I'm standing where I'm at because, as many of y'all told me, I am a social justice activist in my current day. I don't know where my degree or my job is going to take me, so I don't know what my end goal is, but I know that I want to help people. I know that I want to see change and be in that room when policy is changed. So that's why I'm right here.
Bentley, would you mind sharing why you are where you are?
Yeah, no problem. So for me, I don't know the specific job title, fancy job title for it or whatever, but I do know that I was put in places and spaces to break down technological barriers for people and to make sure that when technology does progress, people aren't getting left behind and actually being there to teach people, not just throw a course at them, but sitting down with them and making sure everyone can get to the same playing field when it comes to integrated technologies and advancements.
Okay, Zanetta, since you're on the extreme, we need to come to you and see what you're thinking.
The way my life experiences and the way society has handled many situations, I know for 100% for a fact I want to go and get my MD, PhD in neuroscience, neurosurgery.
I think that's all we have time for.
I think that's all but I'd love to hear these stories. Thank you for bringing this to life for all of us.
Thank you all. Very impressive.
Thank you, ambassadors.